Good afternoon. St. Petersburg Police Department assisted the FBI serving 3 search warrants in our city. It is an active investigation, but here this afternoon we have Special Agent in charge, Mr. Walker, and U.S. Attorney's Office, Mr. Hansberg, that will give you a brief synopsis of the case in our city. Mr. Hansberg.
Thank you, Chief. On Tuesday, a federal grand jury sitting in Tampa, Florida, returned an indictment.
Uhuru. My name is Akile Anai, and I'm the Director of Agitation and Propaganda for the African People's Socialist Party. I want to appreciate the media for uniting to be a part of this press conference that we're having right now at the St. Petersburg Police Department headquarters, where they just finalized their press conference, which we were not allowed to be a part of. I guess public presence was not allowed to participate in this press conference. Neither were questions from the media. But we're here because we want to explain what this is about, what the FBI, what the police have stated as the basis for, this so-called investigation. We want to clarify several things. One, that what happened this morning when my car and my personal property was seized from my possession, when they attacked Chairman Omali Yeshitela and Deputy Chair Onezene Yeshitela in St. Louis, Missouri, where our current headquarters is for the African People's Socialist Party, the Uhuru movement, when they broke into their homes and they handcuffed our leadership, when they went into the Uhuru house here in St. Petersburg, Florida, without issuing a search warrant, when they broke down the doors. So we want to say that they are characterizing this as some kind of investigation into our affiliation with, Russian foreign governments and things like that. But one, I think that this exposes the crisis that the U.S. imperialism is in. Because the U.S. and other world colonial powers have been collaborating against Russia for early into the early 1900s. And this is a consequence right now in 2022 that we see the same attack against Russia. And right now, this war with Ukraine, this defensive war in Ukraine that Russia is actually waging against world colonial powers, not Ukraine as a single entity, but the U.S. and all colonial powers who have an interest in colonially dominating African people right here in this country and around the world and extracting resources from the majority of peoples on the planet. That system, this
Now, tell me this. You mean to tell me what the FBI just did, St. Pete Police just did, arresting Russian operatives who are trying to infiltrate and take control of the U.S. and also shut down the U.S. and turn us into a concentration and turn us into turn it into a dictatorship just like Cuba and Russia? Because that's what the fight's about. This is what's going on in reality. But that woman that the last video I just edited and pasted in, she's trying to say that America is against that and saying democratic. What's against the democratic is that basically, I didn't pause the news, is that she's saying that she's gonna fight for Russia. How about go to Russia and go to Cuba and see how it is over there about being a socialist country or being for that communism into that play. Because that's where the person that you are that hates America so much by saying what you're saying is very wrong. Because you're saying that it's like you hate America, but yet you can't even prove why you hate America. There's nothing wrong with America. It's a beautiful country. I'm Puerto Rican and black. I'm a conservative and a Republican, and I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't like that, do like what Pitbull has once said. If you don't like America, go to Cuba. Go where my wife's from. Go to Russia. Go to these foreign countries that are part of communism and see how it is. And then you'll be loving America and you'll be wishing you were back here. Trust me. Let these people arrest the people that's invading the U.S. and talking about how they're going to control and kill our people in America. That's wrong. Then there's no point on what soldiers are fighting for then. Then why the soldiers are dying for our freedom. That's why I respect our American soldiers. That's why I respect America. I love America because we have the freedom to do what we want. And we are abusing that, and that's wrong. Which I'm not saying me, I'm saying people like that. This is why I'm making this video.